Hello, welcome to another excelattheoffice.com video helping you excel at the office. And in this video, one thing that might hinder you at the office is falling victim to any online, or in this case, email scam. So I wanted to show this as a working example, partly because it's funny, but it just provides some useful talking points. So first off, just generally with emails, hopefully most will get screened out by your junk folder, but anything that's trying to create urgency in you, or trying to panic you, trying to worry you, trying to get you to do something, click on something, or pay something, those are sure signs that it's a scam. Whatever the kind of technical terminology it is, whether it's phishing, scamming, whatever technical terminology, if it's doing those things, it's most definitely going to be a scam. I just wanted to share this as a new example. It kind of raised my eyebrow. I've received it twice now. The first time, the subject matter kind of amused me because it said it misspelt hacked, and it actually said, "You have been haked," H-A-K-E-D. So I knew something was fishy from the off. But so you have been hacked. This is a spoofing email. It pretends to come from your own email address, which is a confusing thing for people. But obviously, any hacker, or not any hacker, any scammer can pretend to be whatever email address they want to pretend to be. So oftentimes, if you just hover over the email address, it will show you a kind of series of numbers and letters that looks like it's from a just been made up on the spot, a burner email address, if you like. So that's one sign to tell if it's a scam email. Another sign is obviously the spelling. So when the subject line says "you have been haked" instead of hacked, you know it's probably going to be a scam. But this one is a new one. It claims to be from it claims to have installed Pegasus software, and I like this. It says it's a funny start. I found this quite quirky. "Hello, pervert." That's a nice way to start off a message, isn't it? So this Pegasus software is something the Israeli cyber intelligence agency have created, I think under a subsidiary company or something like that, and it sells it to governments, and it claims to do that for the purposes of monitoring the computers and software of suspected terrorists. So basically it allows government agencies to spy on any person's stuff. Obviously they wouldn't be using it to send scam emails and asking for Bitcoin. Anything that uses Bitcoin and things like that, again, well, in this case Litecoin, that's a kind of warning flag showing it's a scam. But I just found this quite amusing. So yeah, anything panicky, dodgy email, creating a sense of urgency, asking for coinage, whether it's getting you to try and get you to click on stuff as well. Don't ever click on anything in the link. You can add any emails that creep into your inbox to the junk folder by flagging it in Outlook as junk. Thankfully, Microsoft Outlook did this one for me. So yeah, that's a bit of an overview of how to just spot and recognize scams, because I know it does confuse a lot of people. A lot of people, fraud costs and scams cost people millions and to some extent billions of pounds if you look at it on a country by country level. So it's lucrative business for fraudsters. This is why they don't get a real job, because people fall for it. Okay, so this one I just thought it'd be funny to read it as well. So here we go. Here's the supposed Pegasus from an Israeli cyber intelligence company telling me that I've been haked, or in this case they supposed to write hacked. "Hello, pervert. I've sent this message from your Microsoft account." So that's called spoofing there, when they pretend your email's something else. I want to inform you about a very bad situation for you. However, you can benefit from it if you will act wisely. So, nice to know. It's a win-win by the sounds of it. Have you heard of Pegasus? This is a spyware program that installs on computers and smartphones and allows hackers to monitor the activity of device owners. It provides access to your webcam, messengers, emails, call records, etc. It works well on Android, iOS, Mac, and Windows. I guess you already figured out what I'm getting at. Where I'm getting at. So with typos like that and spelling and odd language kind of suggests is that that's a bit of a telltale giveaway as well. Not just spelling, but when the grammar is a bit weird and if you read it out loud, it just sounds... If you say it in a silly voice and it sounds stupid, it's probably a scam. It's been a few months since I installed it on all your devices because you were not quite choosy about what links to click on the internet. During this period, I've learned all about all aspects of your private life, but one is of special significance to me. And I'm the pervert. I've recorded many videos of you jerking. I've recorded many videos of you jerking off to highly controversial porn videos. I don't know what they mean by controversial there. Given that the questionable genre is almost always the same, I can conclude that you have sick perversion. Thanks, Doctor. I doubt you'd want your friends, family, and co-workers to know about it. Oh, I publish it every week on Facebook. However, I can do it in a few clicks. Well, that's very smart. Every number in your contact list will suddenly receive these videos. On WhatsApp, on Telegram, on Instagram, on Facebook, on email, everywhere. It's going to be a tsunami that will sweep away everything in its path. And first of all, your former life. Don't think of yourself as an innocent victim. No one knows where your perversion might lead in the future. I wonder what future forecasting perversion scenarios they've got. So consider this a kind of deserved punishment to stop you. Well, they think very highly of themselves, this person. I'm some kind of God who sees everything. However, don't panic. As we know, God is merciful and forgiving. And so do I. So do I. So there's another. God is merciful and forgiving, and so do I. But my mercy is not free. Well, I guess it's like that. If you go to church, they hand around a bucket and you put your change in. This is a kind of, I guess this person's trying to do the similar sort of thing. But I guess that bucket isn't for all the waifs and perverts at church. Or maybe they are paying a penance for their perversions at church. Who knows? Their sins. But in any case, this email is this person's bucket, and lo behold, anyone that falls for it. Transfer, and here's a very specific amount, $1,550 with the dollar sign after the number, not before the number, to my Litecoin wallet. And then it gives a unique code. Once I receive confirmation of the transaction, I will permanently delete all videos compromising you, uninstall Pegasus from all your devices, and disappear from your life. Well, sounds legit. You can be sure my benefit is only money. Otherwise, I wouldn't be writing to you, but destroy your life without a word in a second. Well, there you go. That's God is there to give people second chances after all. I'll be notified when you open my email, and from that moment you have exactly 48 hours to send the money. If cryptocurrencies are uncharted waters for you, don't worry, it's very simple. Just Google crypto exchange or buy Litecoin, and then it will be no harder than buying some useless stuff on Amazon. Oh, right, brilliant. So it's a little tutorial there. That's very kind of them. Because obviously you don't want that hurdle, and you're trying to scare people with a scam email, and they don't know what the hell you're talking about. I strongly warn you against the following. There we go. So we've got some following strong warnings here. Do not reply to this email. I've sent it from your Microsoft account. Well, so that's the spoofing for you. Do not contact the and I wouldn't advise it replying to any email. Just put it in junk and use Microsoft Outlook to block the sender, and report phishing as well is quite a good thing. It keeps Microsoft stuff up to date and benefits everybody's email. And you can do the similar with, I've got a Yahoo Mail as well. That's where I received my Haked thing. So all the major email providers have the ability, and I'd recommend taking a small effort occasionally just to block stuff, and you'll get far less in your spam folder and junk folder, and certainly far less in your inbox, making it to the inbox. And that also means that it would be easier to find the occasional email that does unfortunately slip into junk but isn't junk that you've I had this the other day where I went and met a bloke that I'd emailed through his contact form on a website a month ago, a business that I was asking some information. He kindly sent me a load of information. I hadn't realised it had gone into my junk, so he thought I was being very rude. We worked it out in the end, but I did apologise and say, oh, sorry, that went into junk. So you can hone your junk folder so it's getting rid of the stuff that you don't want and keeping the stuff in your inbox that you do want. Anyway, so do not reply to this email. I've sent it from your Microsoft account. Do not contact the police. Well, there's not a lot they'd be able to do from a spoofed email. In any case, I have access to all your devices, and as soon as I find out you ran to the cops, videos will be published. Oh, there we go. As soon as they find out. Don't try to reset or destroy your device. There was me thinking, oh my God, they've got access to all my devices. Let's quickly throw them off the pier. I've chucked my laptop in the sea, throw my phone. What would they do then? Oh, hang on. As I mentioned above, I'm monitoring all your activity, so you either agree to my terms or the videos are published. Also, they actually claim to have all this videos stored and so on. And then they give a useful reminder. Also, don't forget that cryptocurrencies are anonymous, so it's impossible to identify me using the provided address, by which they mean this anonymous cryptocurrency, which is why most governments don't like this currency, because they can't track the transactions. So that bit is actually true. You can't actually track who owns that particular wallet. So, and then it finishes on a lighter note. Good luck, my perverted friend. My goodness, this guy likes making friends with perverts. I hope this is the last time we hear from each other. Well, that was some brief friendship anyway. And some friendly advice. From now on, don't be so careless about your online security. So, there's some... I mean, that is good advice. Don't be careless about your online security. Well, there's virtual private networks you can use, like NordVPN or something like that. And generally keeping your software, Mac or Microsoft security up to date, particularly your Microsoft Defender, keeping the Windows update, going into that occasionally and making sure your Windows is updated. So that's some quite good advice there. So anyway, I thought I'd share that with you as a kind of funny and interesting case study of a scam email. It's a relatively new one. It will bemuse most people, but I just thought at the front end I've shared some kind of tips, and hope you found some amusement me reading through it. But anyway, until next time, I'll do another video to help you excel at the office soon. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Share this with your grandparents or other people who tend to be the ones that are more prone to this sort of thing, because it is quite baffling for they are the prime target audience of such scams, because they're far more trusting with online stuff as if it's like in-person interactions. So yeah, share that kind of wisdom with them. And if you like my stuff, take a look at my website where you can contribute to my work. That's excelattheoffice.com. Okay, take care.